Have you ever reached out to pat your dog's head and noticed them flinch, lower their ears, or take a tiny step back? You probably thought it was just a cute reaction, a little quirk of theirs. But what if I told you that simple, loving gesture might not feel loving to them at all? What if, to your dog, that pat actually feels intimidating, or even a little scary? Most dog owners have no idea they're doing this, and it could quietly be affecting your dog's trust in you. So stay with me till the end, because what you're about to learn will completely change the way you touch, communicate with, and emotionally connect with your dog forever. 10. Many dogs can't see your hand coming. Here's something most dog owners don't know. Dogs can't actually see clearly right above their head or directly in front of their nose. Their vision is built to detect movement in the distance, not sudden close-up gestures. So when you reach down from above to pet them, your hand can seem like it appears out of nowhere. That's why some dogs flinch, lower their ears, or even step back. It's not because they don't love you. It's because your hand startled them. For dogs that are shy, anxious, or come from rescue backgrounds, this reaction can be even stronger. Quick or unseen movements might remind them of a stressful past experience. The best approach? Let your dog see and smell your hand before touching them. Come in from the side, move slowly, and speak gently. This tells your dog, "You're safe with me." When you do this, you'll notice the difference immediately. Instead of pulling away, they'll lean closer, relax, and trust your touch. So next time you go to pet your dog, skip the sudden head pat, let them see your love coming first. That small gesture can make them feel completely safe in your hands. 9. Dogs see head. Touching as a dominant gesture. In the world of dogs, every move means something. When one dog places its paw or chin over another dog's head or neck, it's a powerful gesture, a sign of dominance or control. So when we reach over a dog's head, even out of affection, their instincts might read it as the same kind of move. It's not that they don't enjoy affection, it's just that this gesture can feel like pressure or authority to them. You might notice your dog reacting subtly when this happens, ears folding back, tail lowering, or gently turning their head away. That's their way of saying, "I respect you, but I'd rather not be handled that way." Instead, try approaching from below or the side under the chin, behind the ears, or along the chest. Those spots feel more natural and comforting for dogs. Over time, when they truly trust you, they might even press their head into your hand, not as submission, but as love. That's when you know your bond has gone from owner and pet to something much deeper, true emotional connection. 8. Their head has sensitive nerves. Your dog's head might look sturdy, but it's actually one of the most sensitive parts of their body. The areas around the eyes, ears, and forehead are filled with fine sensory nerves that pick up even the slightest pressure or vibration. So when someone repeatedly pats them on the head, it doesn't always feel comforting. It can actually feel overstimulating, almost like a buzzing or tingling that they can't escape. Dogs are incredibly patient creatures. Many will sit still and accept head pats simply because they trust you and don't want to disappoint you. But if you look closely, you might see small signs of discomfort, a quick blink, a lowered ear, or a subtle head turn. That's their gentle way of saying, "I love you, but that doesn't feel so nice." Next time, try scratching under their chin or gently rubbing behind their ears, two spots that are much more relaxing and enjoyable for them. When you do, you'll see their eyes soften, their breathing slow, and maybe even a happy sigh escape. That's the kind of touch they truly adore. 7. It can remind them of punishment. Dogs have remarkable memories, especially when it comes to emotions. If your dog has ever been scolded, tapped, or grabbed near the head even once or years ago, that moment may still be stored deep in their mind. So when someone reaches toward their head too quickly, it can instantly trigger that old sense of fear or confusion. They might flinch, duck, or avoid eye contact, not because they're being disobedient, but because they're protecting themselves from what feels like a past threat. Rescue dogs or those who've faced harsh handling are especially sensitive to this. It's not that they don't want your affection, they just need reassurance that this time, the touch means love, not correction. The best way to rebuild that trust is through patience and gentle consistency. Let your dog come to you first. Speak softly, move slowly, and let every touch say, "You're safe now." And over time, they'll start to lift their head toward you again, not in fear, but in complete peaceful trust. 6. Dogs prefer to choose how they're touched. One of the most beautiful things about dogs is how clearly they communicate if we only take the time to notice. When your dog nudges your hand, leans their body into you, or gently slides their head under your arm, that's them initiating affection. It's their way of saying, I trust you. I'm ready for your touch. These little invitations are powerful moments of connection. They show that your dog feels safe and emotionally open. But when we reach over their head suddenly or without warning, we take away that choice. To a dog, that can feel confusing or even threatening, especially if they don't see the hand coming. They might freeze or pull back, not because they don't love you, but because they didn't get the chance to say yes. The secret to deeper bonding is simple. Let them decide when touch happens. Wait for their cues and you'll notice how your dog relaxes more, leans closer, and looks happier in your presence. That mutual understanding built on respect is what transforms a regular pet owner relationship into a lifelong friendship. And if you truly love your dog and want to understand them better, go ahead and like this video right now. It shows you care enough to speak their language. 5. Head pats can trigger anxiety in shy dogs. For shy or less socialized dogs, a hand coming toward their head can feel intimidating, almost like being cornered. You might notice them lowering their body, licking their lips, turning their head away, or yawning repeatedly. These aren't signs of tiredness, they're signs of stress. Your dog is saying as gently as they can, please stop, I'm uncomfortable. This behavior is especially common in rescue dogs or those who haven't had positive touch experiences early in life. To them, being patted on the head can feel like a loss of control or even a warning. That's why it's so important to approach slowly from the side and offer your hand first. Let them sniff, decide, and lean in if they're ready. When you respect their boundaries, something amazing happens. Fear turns into trust. Over time, the dog that once flinched will start to seek your touch on their own. That transformation is one of the purest forms of love you'll ever experience. 4. You might be missing the safe zones. Here's the thing, not all touch feels equal to your dog. While most people instinctively go for the top of the head, dogs actually prefer areas that feel more natural and less threatening. Gentle strokes under the chin, along the chest, or behind the shoulders are their true comfort zones. These spots mimic the way dogs interact with one another, soft, reassuring touches that signal affection and trust. When you pet your dog in these safe zones, you're not just giving them physical comfort, you're communicating in their own emotional language. You're saying, I understand you. That's why you'll often see them close their eyes, lean into your hand, or even sigh in pure relaxation. Small adjustments like these can turn every touch into a bonding moment your dog truly enjoys. 3. Over-petting can overstimulate them. Dogs have a limit even when it comes to love. Too much petting, especially around the head or ears, can actually overwhelm them. You'll know it's happening when your dog starts turning their head away, blinking rapidly, licking their lips, or quietly walking off. These aren't random actions, they're polite ways of saying, I've had enough for now. Their skin and nerves are far more sensitive than ours, especially near the face. Continuous petting there can create sensory overload, kind of like when someone keeps poking you after you've laughed once it stops feeling good. The key is balance. Give them affection in short bursts, pause, and let them come back for more. That pause, that moment where your dog decides to lean in again is powerful. It means your dog chooses you, not just tolerates you. And when love is a choice, not a demand, that's when your bond truly deepens. 2. Certain breeds are more sensitive than others. Not all dogs experience touch the same way, and their body structure has a lot to do with it. Breeds with short muzzles, floppy ears, or loose facial skin like pugs, beagles, or spaniels have extra sensitive nerves around the face and head. What feels like a gentle pat to you might feel like pressure or irritation to them. These dogs also rely more on their hearing and smell than direct touch, so sudden contact near their face can feel startling. The best way to show love to these sensitive breeds is to let them see your hand first. Approach slowly from the side, not above, and let them lean into your palm when they're ready. That small moment of permission, that yes from your dog, creates trust that goes far deeper than any head pet ever could. 1. It can slowly damage trust. This is the part most people don't realize. Even small, well-meant actions can chip away at your dog's emotional safety. When your dog feels uncomfortable but can't communicate it, they quietly store that tension. Over time, they might begin to flinch, turn away, or avoid affection altogether. Not because they've stopped loving you, but because they've learned that touch doesn't always feel safe. Rebuilding that trust starts with awareness. Notice their signals, the soft blink, the lean, the sigh, and respond gently. Petting your dog the right way isn't just about making them feel good. It's about proving you respect their boundaries. And when your dog realizes you're listening to what they can't say out loud, that's when your bond becomes unbreakable. What should you do instead? Instead of reaching for their head, extend your hand calmly and let them sniff you first. Then gently stroke under their chin or on the side of their face. Move to their shoulders or back once they seem relaxed. When your dog closes their eyes or leans into your hand, that's them saying, yes, this feels safe. If your dog ever ducks or flinches when you pet them, tell me in the comments, where do they actually love to be touched? Maybe behind the ears or on their belly. Let's share what our dogs truly enjoy. And if you want to keep learning how to build an unbreakable bond with your dog, make sure you subscribe, because in our next video, we're revealing why dogs stretch when they see you and the secret message behind that adorable gesture. So next time your hand reaches for your dog's head, pause. Look into their eyes. Let them tell you how they want to be loved, because sometimes the smallest change in how you touch them can completely transform your bond.